Today we're doing two college football player props here on PrizePicks for Saturday, August 31st. Before we get started, you guys, link in the description below. Hop into the premium Discord, $9.30 per month, 31 cents per day. It is where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. Other cappers in there as well, posting all their plays. Super positive community. Everyone in there just trying to help each other cash. And you can see here, you guys, at this time, PrizePicks just doesn't have a ton of plays on the Saturday slate on the board right now. I'm in a position where I normally would make this video again closer to Saturday, but because the week that it is for me, I got to make this video earlier. So again, I apologize. Normally I would have a fantasy score line in these pairs because I do like college football fantasy score lines a ton, but there are no fantasy score lines currently posted on the board at the time of me recording this video. Again, this is for Saturday, August 31st, you guys. Two player props that I do like from this massive college football Saturday slate. College football is back, you guys. Super positive about it. Super excited. Drop a like on this video, you guys, and hit the subscribe button because content like this is coming every single day. But first play, college football Saturday, August 31st, is going to be Cam Porter, running back, Northwestern. I like his over 55.5 receiving yards. Taking a look at this matchup here, it's going to be a close game. Northwestern is actually -3 against Miami of Ohio, a super low scoring game as well, which is why I'm expecting Cam Porter to just be effective on the ground here. I don't need him to be super effective, but in a spot where I think if he can get us 15 plus carries, this should be an easy over for him. Taking a look at Cam Porter, he was pretty much the starter last year for Northwestern. Northwestern last season didn't have really a great year. Offense wasn't really able to move the chains, but if we take a look at Cam Porter, he's over this line in every single game. He sees at least 15 carries, and he saw 15 carries in 6 games last season. And again, against essentially subdivision schools, he saw Howard and UTEP. He shot 17 carries for 90 yards, and against Howard, 18 carries for 78 yards, right? And those kind of coincide with Northwestern being ahead and being able to kind of milk the clock a little bit, right? So I'm expecting Cam Porter to see a minimum of 15 carries here. Also, year 3 for him, or year 4 for him now, second year as a full-fledged RB1 in this offense. Usually how we see it in college football, these players develop and get better, and by that year 4, when they are veteran running back, this is an attainable line for a player like him. But looking at Miami of Ohio, going back to last season, they did allow middle of the pack 299 total rushing attempts to the running back position. And Cam Porter, if we filter his games, right, 6 of 13 games last season, which to me, not a super elite hit rate, but if we filter these, like I said, to teams like Howard and UTEP, which is a very similar team to Miami of Ohio, 78 and 90, 2 of his highest rushing total games of the season. And then we filter this again to at home, right? He's over this line in 4 of 6 games at home, averaging 60.67 rushing yards per game over that type of game filter. So it is a great spot for Cam Porter. I think, at a 3-point spread, low scoring game, going to be a ton of running on both sides of the ball, and neither one of these teams have an elite quarterback. So I'm expecting a lot of groundwork for Cam Porter in this spot. If by the chance you are looking at this video and this line has bumped, I would honestly play this up to like 58.5, but I also am very intrigued by his receiving yards and receptions yards as well. But again, drop a comment or leave a comment on the video below if you guys are seeing this video and this line has bumped. I will probably post a pinned comment if I'm still playing this line if it has bumped, just because I am making this video a little bit earlier than I would have normally liked to. Cam Porter is the first play. The second play is going to be pass plus rush yards combo line from Evan Svoboda. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I apologize if I pronounce it incorrectly. Quarterback for Wyoming. All right. So right off the bat, he's getting comparisons. Like, he's literally getting comparisons to Josh Allen, and I can't see this post, but you can kind of see here. Josh Allen is right here. Svoboda has nearly identical specs, right? I know he's getting comparisons to Josh Allen here. But taking a look at him, right, he doesn't have a ton to go off, right? I think Wyoming being 7-point underdogs on the road against ASU, which had one of the worst secondaries in all of college football last season, right? He made, you can see here, let's just break down his games that he did play. He started against Texas, okay, one of the best defensive units in the country last season, right? 17 for 28, 136 passing yards, and -13 rushing yards. So essentially finished with around 120, what is that, like 123 passing plus rushing yards, 123 against one of the best defensive units in the entire country, right? That's really his only work that he's gotten as a quarterback, right? So I think that's why we are seeing this low line, and I think it's a value. He is considered essentially a dual threat quarterback. You can see some of these games he had toward the end of last season when he would come in and run the ball. 3 carries for 15 yards, 4 carries for 27 yards, 5 carries for 26 yards, which gives us a really strong floor. I think he could easily just pass for 180 yards in this game. So that's why I'm taking pass plus rushing here. And like I said, doesn't have a ton to go off. This is more of a gut feeling play given his ability, given the comparisons that they are giving him to Josh Allen. And then them being, road underdogs, which usually, or 7-point road underdogs, which calls for the quarterback to do a lot, of throwing and potentially a lot of running, considering he is considered a dual threat quarterback here, right? Dual threat quarterback, I like this spot for him. Starting quarterback for Wyoming. I think he should have all the opportunity in the world to clear this line. 2 player props for this YouTube video, Saturday, August 31st. You guys let me know in the comments below how you feel about these 2 plays. Please drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.